Hey guys. Some of this stuff over there. So, we don't have a live scheduled for today. Samuel is away. He is doing some recording with Nick Cook in um, Scotland. So I just thought I'd come on here and do a live. Hopefully, you guys are down for that. I know it's early, and I know it's not the regular thing that's going on, but hopefully we'll get some viewers in here. Hit that like button. 13 viewers already, which is great. So, hey, Deej is here. How's it going, man? Yeah. Let's see. Yep. All right. Cool. There we go. All right, I gotta pull up the chat here. A little bit different format than usual. I'm gonna turn this light down, actually. That's not down, that's up. There we go. Perfect. I even released a video on the Captain Foley personal channel just now with my Eagle Moss August unboxing and some bloopers as well. So if you guys aren't subscribed to the Captain Foley personal channel, what's wrong? Go do that, obviously. Wow, this place looks trashy. Usually not so. Anyway, there's cords and hard drives here, and there we go. That looks not better. So guys, it's almost Lower Decks time. Whatever. Unusual live time. Yes, absolutely. First to say first, says Rerum. For sure you are. So I was thinking about your book reviews. You could scan some pages, maybe some highlights, and go over some cool artwork and revealing text. I mean, that is a great idea, and I totally agree. I'm gonna actually move over here a bit. Block that stuff. That's fine. So yeah, I mean, I do want to do the Eagle Moss book reviews at some point. They are great. I am a huge fan of books. I am a bibliophobe. No, not a phobe. That's being afraid. Bibliothèque. That's French. I like books. I'm addicted to books. So yeah, I do want to review the Eagle Moss stuff for sure. But guys, as you guys know, Samuel's not here to go share this around, so that's fine. Bibliophile, thank you. That's it. Anyway, Samuel's not here to go share this around, but this is my time to tell you guys to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell icon to all if you haven't already done so. And help us out by super chatting if you're able to. Would really appreciate it. We haven't done a live in a little while. So, you know, this last month, the last 2 months, and this month are looking kind of light, but that's okay. I'm sure with Lord Deck starting, we'll be getting some good super chats in. But if you guys can super chat, excuse me, please feel free to do so. You can also send a PayPal. The information for doing so is in the description of every video. God damn. So please consider doing that. And we're just here to talk about whatever you all want to talk about today. We don't have a topic per se. We're just, you know, excited for Lower Decks coming out on Thursday. Speaking of, I do need to go back and rewatch season 1. I do have the Steel Ray or the Steel-Ray. The Steelbook Blu-ray editions that I need to watch, actually, I think, before we start getting into it. I think that would be a good idea, and I'm very much looking forward to doing that at some point before Thursday. Maybe tonight. Who knows? But anyway, see what you guys are on about. Not crazy on Book's strange names for a character, only as in a love interest for Burnham. Not crazy on Book. Well, his name is Booker. So, you mentioned in your Eagle Mouse ship collection display, I wouldn't mind seeing it at some point, all the ships together, how you display them, etc. Well, they're not displayed, that's the thing. I have a few Eagle Mouse ships displayed here and there. Some of them are in the ready room. Back here we've got a Klingon D7. Also this one, but it's not Eagle Moss. So I don't, like I said, most of them are in boxes, and they're in a bookcase over there. Also, the bottom of the stairs has a closet full of Eagle Moss boxes. Most of my ships are still in the boxes, so. You mentioned a model table. What model? Well, the model table's over here. It's got a bunch of stuff on it right now, a bunch of junk. Let's see. I got this. This is a 3D printed, this is the USS Trekyards, NCC 201410. So 2014 and October is the date we started. This was printed by Ron Morris, who actually kind of redesigned the Kelvin Enterprise to be a lot better, and I really like this version of the ship. So this is on there. This is the 3D printed one. Got a F-14 model that's kind of been, well, let's be fair, I destroyed it. I smashed it because I had a problem with the wing. I've got two more of these little models that I need to build. Got this, a little Nova class. So that's a thing that I'm working on. Let's see here. And Justin, I can't remember the guy's name that sent this to me, but he also sent me decals. And it's actually the USS Sylvia, which it's not going to focus, of course, but USS Sylvia will be the little Nova class ship. I've got an F-14 model here, this big one. Got one of the Polar Lights AMT TOS Enterprises, and then the Bluetooth speaker from ThinkGeek. Which is great. Just saying. You need a USS Puggins. I mean, do I though? Hold on. Here we get it. There's also a nice mode on this one, which is ambient sound. Just got the sound of the warp core, the ship cruising around. The thing I don't like about this Bluetooth though is all the big speaker holes, but there's no color detail on the bottom of this hull. None. The top looks fantastic. Lots of great detail. I've actually done a review of this when I got it and unboxed it. So check that out. But there's like no detail on the bottom, and there's a lot of big screw holes and stuff. But that being said, it is a speaker for your desk. But if you have it up high, it's lacking a lot of detail. So So that's some of the stuff on the model desk, and also the Foley, the USS Foley class resin model kit is kind of thrown together. I need to finish it, obviously, but I'm gonna put in the little And no, these are not rear-facing deflectors. I hate when people think that. It's actually a rear long-range communications array and sensor suite. And I'll also put those on, and the Bizarre domes and stuff, and paint it, obviously. But that's some of the stuff that's on the desk, which is a complete goddamn disaster right now, because there's a bunch of other stuff on there as well, which I don't really want to show. So, hold on, I got some messages from people. One of them is Samuel. I think he's happy that I'm live. Oh, he sent me a thing. Looks like Tim Hortons is going to the UK. It'll be in driving distance. And Samuel is at the airport. He's representing Trekyards with the Trekyards swag. Look at him there. So he's, hello, I'm Samuel. Welcome to Trekyards Live. Well, you know, I'm British, so I'm better than Captain. No, you're not, man. Yes, I am. Anyway, he's at the airport. I don't know if you wanted me to show you that. I don't think he knows that I'm live. But he's like, Trekyards represent at the airport. So, yeah. Oh, he sent something else. Hold on. He is watching. Yeah, you see? Huh? He's like, you bastard. Look at this. He knows. He's in the know. No, I just thought I would do a live here and chat with you guys, kind of like a hangout live. Didn't have a topic. Did a live last night, but really want to kind of fill the void that Samuel's left with him going to Scotland, with doing something. And I figured a different time of day, a little bit earlier, different kind of setup. I kind of like this setup. I would love to actually do this for some of the Trekyards lives that Samuel and I myself do, which, who knows, maybe that'll be a thing at some point. Ooh, that's Inception style shit right there. You can't even see it really. He's got me holding the iPad with, anyway. Hi, Samuel. Safe trips and all that jazz. Don't make fun of Samuel, guys. He'll know. He's ever present. But no, since he's not here to share, like I said, by all means, still consider super chatting. I would really appreciate it. I am excited for Lower Decks. Like I said, I do want to watch season 1 again and kind of get caught up before we dive right into it on Thursday. Super excited for that. And yeah, you just sent me a heart. Oh, Samuel, I love you. Be prepared for my Captain Foley first reactions. Generally, those are on Thursday nights, I believe. I think it's airing on Thursday, yeah. So Thursday night. It's what the Friday Night Live Hangouts evolved into. Because essentially, for those first reaction, Captain Foley first reaction episodes, we talk about the episode for like the first hour of the live. Then the last hour is just talking about whatever in his hangout. So that's kind of what it's become. Do a live watching of the episode. Can't do that, obviously, for multiple reasons. So that's a no. That's a no. Oh my God. Yeah, the new Tim Hortons is like an hour away from Sam. So, Feed Me Seymour just had a crazy idea: a Stargate toilet seat. It has blue LED lighting. The seat spins like a setting coordinates flushing noise sound, like the Stargate. Speaking of Stargate, I just finished Stargate Atlantis the other day, and that was a disappointing ending to a good series. Just saying. A little bit rushed, but at least they kind of got a last episode in. Todd's on Earth now, apparently. And Todd is played by the same actor that plays the Swede in Hell on Wheels. Who'da thunk it? I did like the second to last episode, Vegas, where Shepard is a detective in Las Vegas in an alternate reality. I think that's really, really cool. Plus, he drives a second gen 1979 Camaro, same year as mine. So that made me smile. That was pretty awesome. How do you get that Trekyards logo on your chair? I'll never tell. It's just a sticker. It's a leather seat, and we got the black stickers. So that's all that is. Looks pretty good though, doesn't it? Looks like a professionally made chair. D says, send me some cool air cap. It's fucking hot here too. We got a heat warning earlier in the day from our weather app. It is really humid out right now and deadly hot. So I don't even know the temperature right now. It's probably like 32 degrees or something Celsius. And I found out how they did the Stargate wormhole effect with the. Turns out it was just an air compressor shot into a tank of water and filmed from the side, and they used a new technique to basically blue screen out everything else except for the whoosh. And Ronald Emmerich, the guy that did the movie, absolutely hated the effect until and he fired the effects guy that did it, and then he hired him back because they originally started by spinning the water and had that funnel effect, which the director hated, which is fine. But then they redid it with the air compressor thing, and they hired him back, and then he got fired again for something else, and then rehired back again. So there's that. But yeah, you guys can see my mini pepperettes, my hot pepperettes, my Great Canadian Meat. You can see it in the frame there. I'm just gonna put that over here. Don't look at shit on my desk, guys. What's wrong with you? At least you didn't have tornadoes like we did here last night. That's awful, but we did have a tornado hit Guelph, which is like 45 minutes from here, probably like 2 weeks ago. Destroyed like a whole subdivision of houses, brand new houses. That dude Vince says, I thought Stargate Universe was pretty terrible. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard you either like the new take on like the more serious stuff or you don't. And it's a big cliffhanger. So, yeah, Universe is the next one we're going to watch. Just got to find a place that streams it or find someone that has it that I can borrow it from because I don't think it's streaming on the place we watch Stargate Atlantis from. So, but, you know, Stargate Atlantis is good. I miss Stargate Atlantis now. God damn it! We watch it like every night for at supper time. Watch 2 or 3 episodes, and it's like I miss. And god damn, I know this is not really Star Trek related, and that's fine. But we're here just talking about whatever. Poor Rodney McKay, man. I know Canadians are awesome and all, but he is like the most important person in the Stargate universe. He is like Daniel Jackson and Samantha Carter fused into one person. And I love how every episode it's like, you can fix that, right, Rodney? You can do that, right, Rodney? There's so many Rodney saves the day episodes, and he's always stressed. He's always got 15 things to do, and there's always like a time crunch, and I feel so bad for the guy. I really like Rodney McKay. I think he's great. Bit of an asshole, but kind of reminds me of myself in that regard in some ways. Plus he's Canadian, so, and there's no way we would ever say ZPM. It's a ZPM. We're smart enough to adapt our language to say ZPM instead of ZPM. I love that. I think that was kind of a joke. They had a running joke that they had going on, but I don't know if it actually landed. So anyway, guys, feel free to super chat, please. I would like to get a few super chats in here for this live. That would be great. And I kind of want to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So whoever super chats a topic or has a question for me, we'll address that. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and just ramble on about nothing, which is kind of what I do. But as I said earlier, today I did release a video today, 2 of them on the Captain Foley personal channel. One is a August Eagle Mox Moss unboxing video. They sent me some stuff. And there's also a blooper video because I tried to do an intro for that damn video like 3 or 4 times and I kept screwing it up. But there's some really good stuff in there, so I'm like, I'm gonna make a goddamn blooper video. I think that's something I'm gonna do a lot on the Captain Foley personal channel. If I do, I usually get stuff in one take. It's kind of how I roll. But there's a lot of time where I screw up, and a lot of times I'll put it at the beginning of a episode or a video, and then roll into the intro. But so let me know. Go check out the Captain Foley personal channel. Check out those videos. Like them. Comment on them if you liked it, if it's something you want to see more of. I know everyone out there wants Trekyards blooper videos. I do too. We've had a lot of great bloopers over the years. However, there's hours and hours and hours and hours and gigabytes, terabytes of footage to go through to get those. And Samuel's pretty hard pressed for time. He's in Scotland, like I said, filming his fan film. He's always doing visual effects for fan films. He's working on Trekyards full time. Now that New Trek is here, so he really doesn't have the time to go through all of our stuff and pick out the best bloopers and edit them the way that he would want them to represent us. And there's a lot of audio sync in 3, 2, 1. He wants to do a compilation of those. I kind of agree. I think that'd be hilarious. Who knows? That might become a Patreon goal at some point. But we have a lot of New Trek coming. We got Lord X, probably followed by Prodigy, probably followed by Discovery Season 4. Then Strange New Worlds, hopefully get a trailer before the end of the year. I've heard the Orville Season 3 might be hitting before January, might be hitting around Christmas time. That's something else we need to cover. So there's a lot of things to talk about and do for us. So personally, I just tell Samuel, you need to get another editor, and because other YouTubers have editors. However, he likes to do the footage himself, so he knows that we're represented in the best light possible. But I mean, I've seen how other channels' editors do it. God damn. Yeah. Anyway, so that's something that we should definitely look forward to doing at some point, getting an editor. And actually, I would like somebody to go through, honestly, we do so many lives and we have so many great moments in the live that are either not connected to anything, just a funny joke, or just nonsense. I would love for somebody to go through those live videos and come up with live highlight reels for a shorter version of the live. So instead of somebody watching a 2-hour live, they watch like 26 minutes of like the funniest stuff. So then they can decide whether they want to watch that particular live or not. A lot of channels do that. Channels like Pay Money Wubby, who does Twitch streaming, and then his editor takes the best moments out of his Twitch streams and turns them into YouTube videos, because he doesn't stream on YouTube live, where he, it's just the best moments. And it gives people a taste of what's going on over in Twitch, so they can go over there if they want, or whatever. Super Coops throws in £5. Thank you so much. The first super chat of the day. I think. Yeah, first super chat of the day. Much appreciated. Like I said, we'd like to make a few super chats during this live, so if you're able to, please consider doing so. Also, join the channel if you can. But anyway, he says, just because you said please. Thoughts on Masters of the Universe Revelations? Personally, I liked it. Can't wait for the rest of Season 1. I actually plan on doing a live stream talking about this particular topic over on the Captain Foley personal channel sometime soon. I thought it was fantastic, and I don't understand all the hate for it. Actually, I do kind of get the hate for it a little bit, but that being said, suck it up, Buttercup. That's all I have to say to those people. There's only 5 episodes, and then we got another 5 coming, so we're only halfway through. We're at the Empire Strikes Back ending of this series. We don't know how it unfolds. We don't know how it ends. We don't know that they've taken all the power away from He-Man. That being said, I really enjoyed the very first episode. It was fantastically crafted and perfectly done. It was like a perfect reimagining modern version of original He-Man, and I thought it was fantastic. The rest of the story was good. I understand why people are bitching and complaining about Tila, but honestly, like, grow up. Honestly, that's my thoughts. So I can't wait to do a live talking about that specifically, because I think a lot of people have thoughts and ideas on that, and I want to address those live with people that are interested. I know this is Trekyards, so not a lot of people out in the chat might know what the hell we're talking about or care. So that's why I want to do a dedicated live stream for it. So Peter Lacaco puts in $10. So thank you very much, Peter. That is awesome. Hi, Captain. Do you have any stargazing where you live and your own telescope? Just curious. I just bought a GPS Celestron telescope. I can't wait to try it. I mean, there's lots of light pollution around where I live, but that being said, there's also the country. So even in the country, it's still light pollution. But my friend Keith has a really high-grade professional telescope. So yeah, he's always looking at planets and stuff, and we need to make a time to go out and check that stuff out with him. So Sylvia just walked into the room and is distracting me.
Are you using data?
No, I'm not. I'm using lore. This is funny.
Okay, go over there. I'm gonna poke you in the eye.
Before,
Oh.
I was using data, but now I'm the lore. Before, what are you throwing at me? Don't throw anything at me.
My old leggings.
Okay, I thought they were panties.
No. Now you're fired.
So yeah, I don't have a telescope, but my buddy Keith does, and it's a really
I
high-grade
really
one.
want one.
She wants one. See,
A nice one. I can put it on the deck.
we could put the telescope on me dick.
You can totally tell Samuel's not on the live with you. Because
Samuel is at the airport watching this live.
Question.
Yes, dear.
Why does he have to fly to Scotland?
Because he's a pampered priss.
That's-
I'm just kidding.
Is there not a train that goes there?
Oh, probably, but it takes a lot longer, and he's a busy man. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. Olivia Julius throws in $2. Thoughts on Alex Kurtzman's Academy shop idea? I think you mean Academy show idea. Well, it's not Alex Kurtzman's idea. That idea has been floating around since at least 1989. It was supposed to be one of the movies, and that never happened. Then it's just been in development hell forever. But I guarantee you, if the show finally comes about under his reign, it's going to be, that was my idea, because I'm Alex Kurtzman, and I got that done. But yeah, so his idea is the one that nobody wants, and that's Section 31. It's been pushed off to the back burner. That's his baby. But if we do get a Starfleet Academy show, yeah, unfortunately, he's going to take all the credit for that. And I mean, the show could potentially be very good, but who knows at this point? It's just something that's been in development hell forever. Originally, it was supposed to be like a young Kirk and Spock and at the Academy, and they kind of did that with the Kelvin films a little bit, but yeah, they screwed that up too. Thanks, JJ. So anyhow, that's my thoughts on that. Oh, and then she follows it with a non-super chatted #sarcasm. Oh, well, you know how to send me off into rants, so. Train to Scotland takes ages, says Feed Me Seymour. He says flying to Scotland is quicker depending on how close you live to the airport. Jason says happy birthday to Thomas. Thank you. I have no hope for good Star Trek from Kurtzman. Well, I disagree. I mean, we got Lower Decks. That's great. It's under his umbrella. Strange New Worlds, hopefully, it's sounding like it's going to be good. So I wouldn't say there's no good new Trek under Kurtzman. I really wouldn't say that. But Alex Kurtzman's an idiot, and he ruins everything he touches. He's a cancer on anything he touches. So, I mean, just look at his history with movies and. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, so how many of you guys have gone back and watched Lower Decks season 1 before Thursday? Because that's something I think I probably will do tonight, actually. It's definitely, and I haven't seen all the special features on my Blu-ray either, which I really want to check out. So I don't know if you guys have the Steelbook Blu-ray edition. If you do, let me know if there's any good stuff on there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking those out for sure. And that's the thing, it's the showrunner that drives the show, and Alex Kurtzman's an executive producer. He's the money guy, he's the idea guy. He's the guy that gets stuff done behind the scenes, which I don't believe for a second, but whatever. And Lower Decks is very much Mike McMahon's baby, and it shows because Mike McMahon is definitely one of us. He's a Star Trek fan through and through, and as I've said many times, the Lower Decks is the most canon of all the new Trek so far. So, that being said, I am excited for Picard season 2. With Q showing up, I think that's got a lot of potential. Also has a lot of potential to screw up and ruin Q, just like they did with, I don't know, 709, each up, Picard. But could be good. Could be good. Jason says New World sounds like it's going to be one of the most classic of the new shows. Yeah, it's definitely. They say they're going back to the TOS feel, more episodic, more optimistic, more of that kind of vibe, which is what Star Trek is for a lot of people, and I think that's a good thing. They need to focus on that, and hopefully, like I said, cautiously optimistic, as we always say, is something that we're looking forward to. So, yeah, get it right, guys. You have the opportunity. Yes, Doug, season 2 is coming out on Thursday, August 12th. So, where can I watch Lower Decks? You can watch it on Paramount Plus. You can also watch it on CTV Sci-Fi. It'll be airing Thursday night, and in Canada, it's on Crave. So if you can't get Paramount Plus in Canada, you can get Crave, and it's on there. So, or you can just watch it on, if you have cable, the CTV Sci-Fi channel, which is formerly Space. Don't get me started on that either. Space was a much better name for that channel, but whatever. Yes, Guinan also being in the new season of Picard will be great, especially if there's a Q and Guinan interaction. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So apparently it's on Amazon Prime in the UK, so thank you, Feed Me Seymour, for that news. Are you doing a reaction video Thursday night? Yes, I will be doing a captain's first reaction to the episodes again on Thursday nights. Probably at 10 or 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. I know that's late for the guys in the UK, but it's the best I can do because it does air on CTV Sci-Fi at 9 or 9:30. I think it's 9. But that gives me a chance to have the people in Canada watch it and then, join the live if they want to. So. Now let's see what's going on here. Sean says, I want a supercut of you saying glory to you in your super chat. Oh, good God. That live. Glory to you and your super chat. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I did a live last night. I'm thinking of maybe doing one later tonight as well, but I thought starting earlier today, kind of getting people that might not be able to join the regular live times would be great. Dan23 says, is this live? This is live, Dan23, yes. I know I premiered a video on the Captain Foley personal channel earlier today that was edited, but I was in the chat watching it with you guys, talking to you guys. So this one is legit live, Dan, yes. I'm not fooling you. All right, so shoot me a super chat, something to talk about. I'm willing to talk about anything. I know we usually have dedicated topics on these lives, but I like the hangout style. Like just, come on over to my house, hang out with me, let's talk. So T T Bowl says, "Is it just me or is the captain really hot?" That's just you, my friend, and maybe Sylvia. I don't know. Olivia's asking if the puggy is okay. The puggy is fine. She's down here in the bed underneath my desk. Licking her paw. And now she's looking at me. She knows I'm talking about her. John Sanson puts in $10. Hello, Captain. Hello, John. Thank you very much for the super chat. Come here. Come here. There she is. See? There's my co-host. This is the new Samuel. Although you don't lick me as much as Samuel does. True story. Right? Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Precious. Ensign Precious. She would make a good Cerritos crew member, don't you think? Yeah, you're usually not on these lives. You're usually on the late night lives. Usually then you don't even like coming on the lives. She's usually in the background or behind the camera. But he's a good dog, aren't you? Mm-hmm. All right, go lay down. Careful. There you go. Hopefully that made Olivia happy. Dan23 says, "Did you see Star Wars Cruiser Hotel thing is $6,000 for 2 nights?" Yes, I did. Apparently that's for a family of 4. $6,000 for 2 nights is a bit much. But it's Disney, and the cost of building that, they're trying to recover that cost, I think. I'm excited for it. I mean, I'll probably never go, but the fact that you feel like you're on a cruiser the whole time you're in the hotel and the windows actually look out into space and there's like planetscapes and stuff, that's fantastically neat. Star Trek needs to do something like that. Paramount needs to get the hell on board with making some kind of Star Trek theme park. I would love that. Like Paramount used to own like Canada's Wonderland and the Paramount parks, and there was like a Star Trek store. You could buy a whole bunch of Star Trek stuff there. There were Klingons, Romulans, Cardassians, Ferengi, Starfleet officers in Monster Maroon, all walking around the park in the summer. And it was great. And you walked into the store, and it was set up like a store in the promenade of DS9. Even had little oval windows at the top that had like starscapes out of them. It was really cool. But I would love an immersive hotel experience for Star Trek. I think that would be fantastic. They're not going to, but it would be great. Like the original idea for the Star Trek experience in Vegas was to have a full-sized built Enterprise refit on the skyline, and it was going to be a hotel. We've done a video talking about it, and and it would have been a fantastic idea. But they didn't think it would age well, and it would, the fandom for Star Trek would fade away, and that would be this ugly like blot on the Vegas skyline. There's a lot of reasons it didn't go through, but we got Star Trek The Experience out of it. Unfortunately, I never made it to Star Trek The Experience, any of it. Even when they came up with the Borg stuff, I just didn't get down there on time. So, I don't know. Peter says, "I always wonder what the Excelsior would have looked like in the TOS style era." I mean, there have been a lot of fans that have done TOS styled Excelsiors and other ships. Like the TOS styled Discovery is actually pretty great. There's some really great versions of it. We've actually looked at some on Trekyards, because the people that take the time to do that care about that TOS aesthetic, and they make it look good. So any ship can be turned into something TOS and have it look good. Excelsior, as you guys know, it wasn't my favorite ship for a long time. It has kind of grown on me since, and there's a few things about it I would change, obviously. But yeah, I would love to see a TOS version of that as well. So actually, there's a Dreadnought version of the Excelsior, which is really great. I love the 3 nacelle design. So Feed Me Seymour. Not sure where the UK will put the other shows when they come out. I figure Strange New Worlds will appear on Netflix. Prodigy, however, I figure will be on normal TV. Probably not. I don't know about the UK, but here in Canada, because Discovery and I think Strange New Worlds actually is filmed in Toronto, the CTV Sci-Fi, which used to be Space, is also in Toronto. So they had a deal, I guess. So all of the Star Trek stuff will be on CTV Sci-Fi, including Prodigy. So, and as a result of that, because Crave is also a Canadian company, I guess they have a deal that all that stuff's going to be on Crave. And that stuff's coming to Paramount, like Prodigy's coming to Paramount Plus and CTV Sci-Fi and Crave before it goes to Nickelodeon. And it's a Nickelodeon show. So, you should, excuse me, it should all be umbrellaed under one service, I would assume. I would assume that's how they're going to do it. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. Donnie says Toronto is also on my bucket list, as is the rest of Canada, including the heart of it, Ottawa. Ottawa is a nice city. Toronto's also a nice city, but take an Uber, take a taxi, take the TTC, London, the Toronto Transit Commission. Take the subways, take the rail cars. Do not drive in Toronto. It's not fun. I hate going to Toronto for that very reason. But yeah, Toronto's got some really cool stuff to see, like the Royal Ontario Museum, the CN Tower, the Ripley's Aquarium, the John Labatt, or not, that's in London, sorry, the former Sky Dome. I can't remember what it's called now, because it's always just the Sky Dome. Lots of really great stuff to see in Toronto. So yeah, Donnie, if you ever make it down to Toronto, let me know, and it'll take an hour and a half drive for me. I'll just head on down and visit, because it'd be cool to meet you finally. Where in the UK is Samuel? Have you been? Oh, yes. He's 40 minutes to an hour outside of London. I won't say exactly where, because I'm not sure he wants me to let you know necessarily. But yes, I was there in 2019, right before the COVID thing. I went down in October and went to Destination Birmingham, the Toronto, this Trek convention down there, and it was great. It was a great time. So yeah, I have been there. I have been to Samuel's place, and it was cool to finally see it in person. He's been over here a few times, actually. He's been in this space a few times, so it was nice to turn the tables and kind of get over there. So hopefully we planned on doing it again last summer, and then COVID happened, so I'll be getting over there again at some point, so don't worry. The Rogers Center. Oh, yeah, that's what the Sky Dome is called now. Speaking of Paramount Plus, thoughts about its expansion to Europe now that Viacom is partnering with Comcast owns Sky. I have no thoughts on it. I really don't. Where is the oddest place you have been recognized? I've been recognized a few places. The oddest one would probably be about 4 or 5 blocks from my house, at the Canadian Tire on Wellington Street by White Oaks Mall here. I was actually walking into the Canadian Tire from my car, and I hear somebody yell, "Hey, are you that Trekyards guy?" And I'm wearing the Trekyards shirt at the time too, so I'm like, yes. And went over and talked to him and his wife, and they were sitting in a pickup truck, and he's like, "Oh, I love your show, man. I've been watching it for like a year and a half now." And this was probably 2 years ago that this happened. I'm like, "Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much. I actually live near here, so I mean, it's funny that you caught me." He's like, "Yeah, I live near here too. That's so cool, man. Somebody from my city that's making good." And it's like, yeah, it's nice. And his wife's like, "Who's this?" He's like, "That's the guy that I watch on YouTube all the time. Him and that other guy, that British guy." And she's like, "Yeah, I really don't pay attention, but hi, nice to meet you," which is kind of funny. So. I know Dan. I know he said that in his live video, but I'm not gonna just say it for the sake of saying it, because it's kind of a thing. Sebastian, aka Space Daddy, throws in €5. So thank you so much. What are your thoughts on He-Man Revelations? No spoilers. I've already talked about that in this actual live. I do plan on doing a live about that specific topic over on the Captain Foley personal channel soon. So I would say check that out when you can. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Especially the first episode was fantastic. And we have no way of judging it. We only have the first 5 episodes. Like I said earlier, it's like we are at the Empire Strikes Back ending, which is like a real dun dun dun. Now you gotta wait. So we can't judge it until we've seen all 10 episodes. Only seen 5. Once we see the next 5, then I can make a more valid assessment as to whether it was good or not, as a total overarching piece. I understand why people are flipping out a little bit. I kind of get that, but at the same time, it's like, y'all need to relax. And you can't judge it yet. You can't judge it based on only what we've seen. We need to let it play out. We need to let it play through. And some people just don't understand that. And that's troubling to me. So, but yeah, I'll be doing a live about that on the Captain Foley personal channel, Sebastian. So if you can join that, if you're not a member of the channel already, by all means, head on over there and click subscribe. Speaking of, if you're new here, anybody, click subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to all. We do have a new Trek starting on Thursday, which is awesome. We're going to have a Trek every week and new stuff, because once a new video comes out, or a new episode, we like to break it down into different videos and discussions and live talks. So we're always doing something new. So if you don't want to miss any of that, make sure you're subscribed and notified. So also, guys, if you're able to super chat, that would be fantastic. Honestly, another $50 for this one would be great. I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna get that, but also 45 likes right now, with 41 people here. I think we could probably hit 75 likes. You're like, how does that math work? Well, it does, because people come in, hit like, and then leave, and then other people come in and they haven't hit like. So hit that like button right now if you're able to. More super chats, like I said, would be great. I'm trying to avoid doing what I do in my regular late night lives, where I just read every comment and kind of talk about that, because I kind of want you guys to super chat and help out the channel and let me know what to talk about right now. Hopefully I've been doing a good job. What the hell happened here? Why is this a thing that's happening? Way to ruin the magic. And Sebastian's like, of course I'm a member of your personal channel. Good man, good man. You mentioned Samuel is hard at work. Is he full-time Trek media? You could say that. He has his own fan films that he's doing, his Trek shorts. He's also got other fan film, special effects, and CGI stuff for many different fan films on the go all the time. And he's got Trekyards full-time. So, yeah, he's pretty much a Trek guy. So, Peter Lakako puts in $5, so thank you so much. Are you planning to do another mystery box in the future? Yes, we are actually. Funny you asked, Ashley. I filmed it a while ago because I sent that out a while ago, and the winner, T. Louise Allen, actually received it already. I'm looking at it right now because I have it scheduled for release on. Is it this Thursday? Hold on. Actually, I'm on the wrong page here. I think it's this Thursday that it'll be released, the whole boxing video, where you can see what was in it. Yeah, August 12th, so it'll be the same day as Lower Decks. But yes, we will do another mystery box giveaway on one of our lives at some point, because we love doing those longer lives, and the mystery boxes are fun. There's a lot of really cool stuff in them. So, like I said, if you want to see what was in the last one we sent out, check out the Captain Foley personal channel. It's only on there, and it's Mystery Box Boxing 2nd edition. And the first one I did, Sylvia and myself did that together. She didn't join me for this one, but people have been asking to have her back on the channel, and I think one of my late night lives she'll probably join me for. So yeah, I would say check out the Captain Foley personal channel for that. But yes, we do plan on giving away more mystery boxes because I think it's a fun idea. You get a chance to share some of the stuff with you guys that we get, and have you participate in a really cool way. So. George Mangrum puts in $5. I got the first mystery box and it was awesome. Yeah, George Mangrum was the winner of the first mystery box, and it's ironic that he's here. I don't know, I assume he's probably checked out the video where Sylvia and I put the stuff in the box. But the second box, that's, like I said, the boxing video is coming out on Thursday. But it's a little bit of a smaller package, so it didn't have quite as much stuff in it. But, I mean, the sizes are going to be variable each time. So you never know what you're going to get. You can get $150 value, you can get $200 value, whatever. But there's always good stuff in there. There's always good stuff in there. There's just some stuff that's kind of like, why is that in there? But, it's just kind of it's a surprise box. Surprise! This is something that's not Trek related that you might not want, but surprise! Snowman Frost, Stuart, have you seen Axonar Interlude Short? It was released at the end of April. I did see it. I thought it was great. I thought it was really fantastically done. Ozzy throws in $5. Skeleton hands, skeleton hands. See, I don't know if Matt Boardman is here, but Matt Boardman finally saw the video where Sylvia and myself played Mortal Kombat live, and the skeleton hands thing came about, and he laughed his ass off now that he knows what it's about, and because he never knew where skeleton hands came from, and I think a lot of people in the chat probably don't, but it's friggin' hilarious. I rewatched that live same night that Matt did, and goddamn, I kept laughing. It's an enjoyable watch if you guys haven't seen it. And that's cool because there's two different vantage points for it. On the Trekyards channel, we had the gameplay with us in the little tiny camera for the PlayStation. And it's such a great pose, I might add. But I am back now, so I hope. There we go. I'm back. All right, so sorry about that. Anyway, I was saying, two different views of the same live stream was fun. What's your TOS screensaver program? It's not a TOS screensaver program. It's just videos that I've created via screensavers and things I find online. Just create a video of it, put it in a playlist, and have it play. So. And I shouldn't be gone again. I'm back. So, hi. Sebastian, aka Space Daddy, puts in €5. Thank you. Have you looked into the Come On Masters of the Universe board game? As an RPG guy, you've come. How come you've never talked about the Star Trek Adventures RPG game? I haven't heard about the Masters of the Universe role-play game. That's interesting. How come I never talk about Star Trek Adventures? I've never got into it. I have some of the books, but I get the books for information purposes and things like that. So I just recently got into playing Dungeons and Dragons. So I think that the RPG games are cool. And I do love the information. The books are great. The books have some great information, and then they're laid out really well. They got some great artwork, great technical stuff, and that's what I get the books for. I don't play the games necessarily, so there is that. But the Iconians were basically the ancients from Stargate. Fight me. Their portals are just mini Stargates. Sure. I'd agree with that. Sure. I won't fight you. Hopefully everybody can still see me and I'm back. So hit that like button, guys, if you haven't. 42 people watching, 53 likes, which is awesome. Honestly, another $20 would be a great way to cap off this live. It's only $20, and that would be a good target to hit. So if you're able to, 5 here, 5 there. Let me know what you'd like me to talk about specifically. But no, Sebastian, I have not heard about the Masters of the Universe role-playing game. That sounds super interesting, as you can create so many different characters for that world. So, I mean, that's cool. I need to check that out, apparently. But yeah. So I don't even know what to talk about right now. I just kind of ran out of speed. I hate when the stream disconnects because it always throws my mind off and I just lose my track of what I'm talking about and kind of F's up my vibe because I hate that people are seeing buffering or me frozen. Sergeant Montgomery, $5. Aliens Fire Team Elite is coming out soon. Any thoughts on it? I've heard a little bit about it, but not too much. I'm super excited for it. I love the Alien and Predator franchises, and I mean the games have always been okay. They've kind of been hit and miss though for multiple reasons. So I'm excited for it, but I'm just hoping it's going to be good. Super Coops puts in £5. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. Are you planning a Camaro video to show us the modifications you did this year? P.S. Mustangs for the win. P51, of course, before you kill me. I'm gonna say, man. I planned on doing a Camaro video a while ago, and I took it in to get the new sound system and stuff done. I was gonna do one like taking it there, dropping it off, picking it up. I just didn't get around to it. Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't know if there's much of a audience for that, even on the Captain Foley personal channel. I kind of want to wait till it's a little bit better. I need to do some interior work. I need to do some body work on it because I do want to get it painted in the next year or so. So I mean, there's going to be stuff coming up on it, but I've just been really enjoying driving it. It's running fantastic. Initially, the idea was to get a new instrument cluster and kind of repair some of the interior this year. However, plans have kind of changed. I bought new floor plans for it. I need to put those in. I need to get 2 new front fenders from CamaroDepot.ca. They're not that expensive. I need to get a new trunk lid. I need to put those on. Me and my buddy Paul, who's one of the moderators here, put those on and then get the car painted. So the interior kind of fell by the wayside because I did want to get a new instrument cluster and stuff. That being said, I did take it in to get a new sound system. So it's got all new speakers, all new wiring. It's got a new neon light strip in the back window, and it looks fantastic. But I do need to replace like the inner door handle pulls, and I gotta like I said, I got to get a new instrument cluster that actually works. Would be great. And there's a really nice new modern one with blue lighting that I'm going to be getting. So yeah, those are things that eventually I'll do a video on. But I mean, if people are asking for it, I mean, I've had a few people ask, but not too many. So I've just kind of been hesitant on whether to invest the time to do a video on it. But we'll see. We'll see. Ozzy throws in $20 with an okie dokie. Well, thank you very much, Ozzy. That's definitely hit that target. But you know, don't. If the super chats keep flowing, that's cool. We're just at the hour mark here. I'm not sure how long I'm going to talk necessarily, but I just thought it'd be fun to come on and do a live because I really had nothing else to do with my day. Like I said, I've edited a couple videos today. I've uploaded some. There's some on the Captain Floyd personal channel that are new. If you guys haven't, check them out. There's a lot scheduled, and there's a lot of stuff coming up. Thursdays and Fridays is the stuff from me pretty much. So, yeah. Come on, cool mini or not? Masters of the Universe board game. I don't know what you're talking about, Sebastian. Right on the reviews, seems good, and $39.99 US to me is worth it. Says Sergeant Montgomery. What are you talking about specifically? The Lost Serena? Because last week I did the Lost Serena. This upcoming week is the Zheng He, and the week after that is going to be the Trekyards Romulan bird of prey, or the antique bird of prey, or the vintage bird of prey, whatever you want to call it. The nice bird of prey from Trekyards. So. Dan23 says, recently Alex Kurtzman also mentioned that Starfleet Academy TV series was also in development, much like Star Trek Prodigy. It said that this series will be aimed at a younger audience. Yes, but like I said earlier, that's been in production hell since like the 80s. It was originally going to be one of the movies, and it was going to be Kirk and Spock and McCoy, a young Kirk, Spock, and McCoy at the Academy. There's a Starfleet Academy books, like young reader books. I have some of those. So it's an idea that's been around for a long time. They kind of hit on it a little bit in the Kelvin, the 2009 Star Trek film with the Academy stuff, but again, they kind of ruined that as well. So that is what it is, I guess. I mean, no matter what, Kurtzman's going to take the credit for it, that it was his idea, and it's not. It's just, it's been around forever. So. Cool Mini or Not is a board game manufacturer, also known as Come On, that specializes in board games with minifigures, usually a pretty well detailed. Okay, I didn't know that, so thank you so much. You collect board games, that's cool. I've also got a shit ton of board games, a lot of old board games. I actually have one up there called Bermuda Triangle from Milton Bradley that my brother gave me. I remember playing that. There was Break the Ice when I was a kid. There was a Western Gunslinger one. There was the Haunted Mansion game with all like elaborate setups. So yeah, I've kind of grew up with a lot of these board games. My brother has most of those older ones though. But I have a closet full of board games upstairs, but it's stuff like different Monopoly, versions of Monopoly, different Trivial Pursuits. There's one where you got like a long thing that gets narrower near the top. You got a ball in it. You got to like move the ball back and forth up to the top. So board games are cool, but nothing I really have been into lately. Like I said, before video games and stuff, we grew up with a lot of really cool board games. So. Oh, sorry for talking about reviews for the Aliens Fire Team. Also, those Eagle Moss reviews are also good reviews. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I mean, if is it out already? I don't even know. I don't think it is, by the way you were talking. But $39 isn't bad for a game, honestly. So I wouldn't mind checking it out. I'm sure I will. But I also need to play Bridge Crew again soon with the Bridge Crew. Those guys are awesome. And for a while there, we thought the servers were down because Ubisoft lost the license for Star Trek. So there won't be any new content from Ubisoft as far as Bridge Crew goes. And for a day or two, the servers were down, so you couldn't even play the game. You couldn't play multiplayer. You couldn't play single-player campaign. That's since been rectified. The servers are back up. So we were kind of freaking out for a while because we thought we won't be able to play Bridge Crew ever again. But they're back, so that's a good thing. Just we were kind of scared for a while. We were scared. Phoebe Seymour says, board game recommendations. It's called The Captain is Dead. It's set on a spaceship, aliens are boarding, and you play as one of the many roles on the ship, fixing the ship to get rid of aliens. I don't like the name of that board game. The Captain is Dead. That doesn't appeal to me. That wouldn't be a seller. I wouldn't buy that. Hold on 1 second here. All right, sorry. I had to get that sorted. And we're back. Kurtzman needs to put on a red shirt and go on a away mission somewhere dangerous. Matt Boardman says, I still think we need skeleton hands, Trekyards t-shirts. Hey, Matt, good to see you. I was just talking about you earlier, saying that you just finally watched that video and realized where skeleton hands came from. I swear to God, I'll smack you with my skeleton hand. I watched that video again that night that you did, and it's hilarious, man. It made me laugh so much. Nobody's going to know what it means, though. I mean, Ozzy locked onto it, and he's been saying it forever, and everybody's like, what's skeleton hands mean? It's hilarious. You need to watch the video, guys. Phoebe Seymour, it's called that because the captain is dead, has died, and you have to play as one of the other crew members. There's lots of roles. You can play as a hologram. It's a big selling game. Oh, I get that. I understand why it's called that. But as a captain, and as Captain Foley, I don't know if I'd want to play that as any other role. So the captain is critically injured, but still conscious enough to make decisions game, is what I would call it. And I'd order the crew to do things. Do you like the Star Wars sequels, Cap? I do. Sorry, everyone. I'm okay with them, at least. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the last two. I thought The Force Awakens was pretty good, but I don't dislike them. I don't hate them. I own them. I'm not sure that it should have done what they did with the characters, but it is what it is. It's a done deal, so you have to deal with that. Excuse me. Matt Borman says, oh my God, that was the funniest video. And Aussies are like, yes, Matt, skeleton hands. I thought you was an admiral now. You can play as an admiral in the game. Oh, there you go. That would be Sylvia's role, though. She's the admiral around here. So it is what it is. Rambling Rattlesnake. Hello, Captain Foley. Greetings from the USS Samuel B. Roberts. How is the progress on the USS Foley refit? I don't know. How is the progress on the USS Foley refit? Somebody in the chat must know. Project TriStar for the win. TriStar. 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 Must be our salute. Project TriStar. The Foley class development project's underway, and it is called Project TriStar. It's kind of an undercover thing going on, and somebody in that chat might know what's happening with that. That's all I'll say. Don't worry, the refit's on its way eventually. Great question. Matt Boardman said a thing you might want to read. I don't know. But yeah, this has been a fun little live. Kind of unusual for this time of day, but I really like these hangout lives. I like doing these all the time. I'll just impromptu do them on the weekends and stuff when I feel like it. A lot of times they are scheduled, so but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this kind of format. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to go. We're kind of running out of steam chat wise. I don't want to send a new super chat goal because there's another one within reach, but I'm just not going to say anything. We have 62 likes, which is great, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We can at least get to 70. My original goal was 75, so if you haven't hit that like, please hit it to help that out. And I'm just going to say, hell yeah, another $30 in super chats would be a perfect number. That'd be like the minimum for a normal live with Samuel and myself. I expected this one to be a little bit light because it's not a topic per se, but yeah. Quote Grease, tell me more, tell me more. No. No is the answer. You're not getting more. Tease. Yes. Yes, I am. Why are you all looking at me like that? Why do I have to do all the talking? Why can't you guys talk? So much pressure. Top security code clearance needed. That's true. That is very true. Circa Vulcan, I'm not interested in Section 31 series. I think time travel is okay once in a while as a plot premise. Yes. I'm also not interested in Section 31 show. You know what? No one is. A few people might be, but most people aren't. And that's very much Alex Kurtzman's idea. That's his baby. That's one he wants to see happen, and it's one that nobody gives a shit about. So that says something. Matt says, sorry if you said, but how did your anniversary weekend go? Anniversary weekend went swimmingly. We didn't get a lot of sleep Friday night for multiple reasons. One of which was the pillows in the hotel were absolute crap. They were understuffed, even though they had 6 of them. You couldn't stack them up and have any kind of firmness, so my neck was really sore. I couldn't get to sleep. My lower back was the same way because I was sleeping like in funny positions. So my back and my neck were sore. I almost got no sleep that night. And there were other reasons as well. Keep your minds out of the gutter, guys. But so yeah, it was a good weekend overall, except for that one night of sleep or lack thereof. Other than that, it was pretty great. So yeah, we had a good time. So thank you for asking. Metallica fan is here. Hello, how's it going? Feed Me Seymour says, in theory, Borg food would be amazing because they have a collective knowledge of all species they assimilated. But would they care to make the food? Well, no, they wouldn't. I'm good, Metallica fan. Thank you. Rambling Rattlesnake says, I use Samuel B. Roberts as the second Miranda-class starship. Her hull registry is NCC 71413. She was originally slated to be the Enterprise D, but that fell through due to politics. Matt Berman says, I just figured you guys were having some late-night Monopoly games going. Yes. I parked in her place. There was some time in jail, some handcuffs. I did pass go multiple times, as she did as well. So, yes, Monopoly. That's it. Got you. And thank you for the compliment on the shirt. This is one of the ones that was in one of the mission crates. The like a Borg cube in the background of the Enterprise D. I like it. Love to see a Borg themed chess set, right? Dan 23 sounds more like Sexopoly Adult Board Game Edition. Captain and Admiral Edition. Femi Seymour, what did Neelix once do once he came to the Alpha Quadrant? I would like to see some stories of that, even in comic book and novel form. Did he actually come to the Alpha Quadrant? They dropped him off as an ambassador for the Alpha Quadrant before they actually got to the Alpha Quadrant. So, did he eventually come? I'm sure he did in the novels or something, but I honestly don't know that lore. So, but yeah. So let's see, 67 likes. We're still not at the 75. Come on, guys. If somebody hasn't hit like yet, hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And I can wait. Jimmy Seymour says, that's a shame he should have came to the Alpha Quadrant. I tend to agree, but it is what it is. Ooh, 72 likes. We're 3 away from the 75 goal. That is awesome, guys. 3 people need to hit like. 3 people haven't done that yet. Ozzy's security clearance code is 16309, which is not a good security code for Project TriStar, unfortunately, my friend. 74 likes. Area 51 said he just hit the, and 75. There we hit that like goal. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. So I don't know if you guys have anything else you'd want me to talk about specifically. Like I said, I'm kind of winding down as far as energy and chat level goes. Honestly, like I said earlier, another $30 in super chats would be fantastic, but definitely not necessary. But if you have anything you want me to talk about, now's the chance, guys. I mean, and any other time I go live, which is all the time, so you're fine. Just spilled Gatorade on my dog and all over my leg. So now my leg's gonna be sticky. Head out of the gutter. Stop. Mind out of the gutter. Have you built the 1/350 scale Katinga yet? No, I don't even own it. I mean, I would like to at some point. I'd rather it be a D7 than a Katinga. And somebody at Wonderfest had a resin cast 350 scale D7. I prefer the D7 to the Katinga. I wouldn't mind getting the model at some point. I just need to have the room to display it. So there's that problem. But no, I haven't. And it's funny because if you saw my videos that I released earlier today on the Captain Light personal channel, I talked about the new light strip I have for my model table. I got a light arch, which we're going to make model building a lot more easy. So there will be more model videos coming at some point. I'd show you the workbench right now, but it's very cluttered with stuff. I showed all the models that are on it earlier in the stream. So, but oh, when Matt wasn't here, I should show him this. Matt, F14. Matt and I have a love for F14s, so it's a deep love. Have you watched any Netflix Transformers shows? What do you think? I enjoyed them. I watched them all, yes, and I thought they were... That's another one I got to go live on. They were a mix of interesting, that's awesome, that's cool. What's with those voices? What just happened? It was a whole lot of what the fuck happened. And I need to go revisit them and rewatch them. But I really enjoyed the last one, Kingdom, with Beast Wars characters and the G1 characters working together. That was great. BJ Vincent says, hey Cap, are there any other YouTube channels that you view? For example, channels like the Daily Woo or Park Hoppin' Geeks and Gamers. I watch a lot of different YouTube channels. The Daily Woo is one of them, actually. Geeks and Gamers, yes. Angry Video Game Nerd, PewDiePie, Drew Godden, I forget his name now. The Game Chasers. There's a lot of different content that I watch on YouTube. I'll just spend hours at night just watching different YouTube videos. So, just watched the first episode of Master Universe Revelations with my kids. So freaking awesome. Yes, Matt, I agree. What do you think about the price point for the Star Wars hotel? Ridiculous. They're just making up the cost of building the goddamn thing. I mean, it says for a family of 4 for 2 nights is $6,000 US. And I've even heard it's just a couple. For a couple, it's $6,000 for 2 nights. That's ridiculous. How many people can afford that? Or maybe Neelix is the waypoint to which it connected Alpha to Delta. The protostar ship is they need to return. There you go. The F-14 reminds me of the main leader of the GoBots, Leader 1. Leader 1 was an F-15. And I don't understand why people get so confused between the F-14 and F-15. Yeah, they both have twin tails. That's about it. Even the tails, the canter on them is different. The F-14s are out a bit. The F-15s are straight. I can tell an F-14 and F-15 apart instantly from almost any distance. They're so unique in their design, even though they look so much alike. It's such an odd dichotomy that way. But yeah, Leader 1 was an F-15. But the color scheme on this is kind of reminiscent to that for sure. Actually, it was weird because I never had the real Leader 1 when I was a kid. I had like a different version of him. It was Leader 1, but he was blue. But he was never blue in the cartoon. He was gray. So, yeah. Have you ever seen a D7 Romulan model? I guess they look a lot like a Klingon model, but with different markings. Different markings and different nacelles in most cases, because they got converted from D7s into V11 Stormhawks, which is what the Romulan designation for them was in FASA. And they upgraded the warp nacelles on those. I'm cracking my fingers as I'm going through my points. So yeah, the V11 Stormhawk is great. There are the D7s that are still D7s. They still have the D7 nacelles, but they do have the bird markings on the bottom. We see those in the remaster of the Enterprise incident, and I think they're fantastic. I really love them. Would love to get a model of one, actually. But yes, V11 Stormhawk is what they should be called for the Romulan version. And we can charge anything we want, $2,000 a day, $10,000 a day, and people will pay it. Donald Gennaro, Jurassic Park. Yeah. And the only one on my side is the lawyer, the money-grubbing lawyer or whatever. You know a lot about GoBots. I do know a lot about GoBots. I had a lot of GoBots as a kid. Psykill. I never had Psykill. I always wanted Psykill. I thought he was cool. Had Leader 1, but like I said, the weird limited edition, weird blue for some reason one. There was a helicopter I had one of the race cars. I can't remember their names right now, actually. As I was just going to say, I know these guys' names. Now I'm drawing a blank. I got a bunch of them in the other room, actually. So, the F-15 is undefeated in air-to-air combat, 104 to 0. Weird to think GoBots created in 1982, Transformers 84, yet the latter became more popular than the former. Lots of reasons for that. The D11 Stormhawk, never heard of it. No, the V11, V as in Victor, V11 Stormhawk. Look it up. Look it up on Google, V11 Stormhawk. You'll see some really cool. There's also different paint schemes for them, so not just always the orange bird on the bottom, but there's some with a blue bird that have like different colored feathers as they feather out, like goes from blue to like some white and some black, and it's really cool. Robert Westfall, 79 likes. You're welcome. Thank you very much, Robert. It's 80 likes now. But the one number that I wanted to move, which was the super chat goal, is still sitting. It's still sitting at a decent number, I guess, for just me talking. But like I said, another $30 would be great. If you can do another 5 or something, anybody, that'd be fantastic. But then again, you don't have to. I'm just kind of running out of steam, and actually my back's starting to hurt, so I need to go take a back pill because I didn't do that earlier. I feel so old saying back pill. It's just it's Robax Platinum, so it's just for muscle and pain because I'm still recovering from that Friday night. You know. I always felt they got lazy with GoBot names. Lazy or creative? I mean, Scooter. What the hell? I hated Scooter so much. Why can't I think of the lady race car's name? Or the chopper, the helicopter. It should be easy to remember. Anyway. Matt Boardman throws in $5. Skeleton Hands Snipe. Yes, the last Super Chat slot is available, although Matt now firmly has it with the Skeleton Hands Snipe. And I think Matt's going to be using Skeleton Hands a lot more because he knows the context in which it was created now. So, yeah, so if anybody wants that last Super Chat slot, now's a great time to get it. Thank you, Matt. That's very much appreciated. He's a motorcycle. What should we call him? Psykill. Done. Next. What do we call the leader of the good guys? Leader 1. Yeah, that'll do. Next. Looks like Leader 1 and Optimus Prime. It's the same name, really. I had the Rock Lords as a kid. It was a spin-off of the GoBots. Was it a spin-off of the GoBots? I knew about Rock Lords, and I knew they transformed, but I didn't think it was a spin-off of the GoBots. That's very interesting. Colin says I'm just a tiny bit late. Well, it's been a good live, so you should go back and watch it, but thank you for joining. I couldn't find the Stormhawk, but if Google results say V11 Stormbird. Stormbird, I mean, I'm pretty sure FASA called it the Stormhawk, but it might be the Stormbird, actually. I always call it the Stormhawk, because that just sounds cooler. Oh no, John, his pet rock died. Area 51 puts in $5 towards a GoBots movie by Michael Bay. Hey, I would be all down for a GoBots movie, even by Michael Bay. It's already ruined Transformers, but it's getting better, so we're fine. But yeah, a GoBots movie would be cool. That'd be kind of neat. Sergeant Montgomery, $2. Snipe Maverick out. Oh, Matt, you got sniped by Maverick. What's up? This one's a tank. What should we call him? Tank? Done. That's just what it is. I said done. Who was the audio cassette who turned into a bird? That was Ravage. Or that was no, that was not Ravage. Ravage was the cassette that turned into the Black Panther. That was Laserbeak. Laserbeak, and there was also another gold one called Buzzsaw that came with Soundwave, but those were Transformers, not GoBots. There were no tape GoBots. Those were Transformers. No, I don't think that's her name, YJ Wrangler. But, anywho. So yeah, Sergeant Montgomery has the last Super Chat slot now. If anybody's interested in sniping it and giving me an interesting topic to talk about so I don't have to leave, that'd be great. But Tanky McTank. That's right, Kowalski. I am dangerous. Anyone remember Visionaries? I like the cartoon, but I never read the toys. So you guys are all on about the toy talk now, and that's great because I Copter. Thank you. That's the guy's name. I love that one. There's also a bigger helicopter, black one that I have. his name's not Copter, but he turns into Apache helicopter, and he was one of the big GoBots, like the deluxe GoBots. I have him in the next room. I really like him. Anyway, you guys were talking about cartoons, and it's funny because a lot of times on my Friday Night Lives, I do pop culture stuff or just talk about 80s cartoons. I talk about 80s shows. Let's do this, let's do that. So there's topics for those things. So if you haven't checked out the Late Night Lives, you need to, because that's the place for that. This time of day is generally, we have a topic for Star Trek or sci-fi of some kind. And Samuel joins me, but he's unfortunately busy at the moment. And so I thought I would step in and hang out with you guys by myself, because I want you all to myself. You're mine. BJ Vincent, $5. Thank you so much, BJ. Last super chat's a lot as BJ's now. I think there was a GoBot and Rocklords movie called GoBots Battle of the Rocklords, released March 21st, 1986. Perfect. Robert Westfall says, nice Defiant cap. Yeah, that's my Playmates one. That was Warpath, Black Hawk. Yes, thank you, Warpath. This is the black helicopter. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Didn't the GoBots have some giant power suit they plugged into? No. Their base was like this huge walking, like almost like a preschool version of an AT-AT. I forget what the base was called, but I never had the base. I only had a few of the GoBots growing up. Had a few Transformers growing up as well, but I was much of a bigger G.I. Joe fan back in the day. So I got a shit ton of G.I. Joe stuff in storage bins under the stairs. But now that I'm older, I'm more of a Transformers fan. So Metallic Fan says, I think you're thinking of the Centurions to Area 51, and that might be the case. Feed Me Seymour says, okay, so we have a helicopter. Let's call it Copter. No, we've already used it. Tell me more about the helicopter. Well, it's black. It's an Apache. Do they use it in wars? Yes. Warpath. Done. Talk about Robotech and Macross. I can't. I don't know much about them. I don't know much about them. Honestly, I like some of the designs, but I have not watched the shows. I'm not well versed in it. I'm not anywhere near enough to talk about it. And usually I'll just talk about stuff that I have no idea what I'm talking about all the time. So the fact that I don't want to talk about it tells you how little I know about it. Oh, Area 51 just looked it up on Google. So I had all the GoBot toys. Yeah, my friend Nick, he had the one futuristic looking car, which was one of the deluxe ones as well, that turned into like the Doctor. I forget the guy's name, the character's name, but I really love that car. I always envied him having that car because I could never find it anywhere, and I always wanted it. Still haven't got it, but I can't remember the guy's name now. I can't remember most of the characters' names for some reason. It's weird because they are simple, like Copter or whatever. So, yeah. What do you think of the Rin Ship Enterprise? Love it. We actually have a great episode filmed on it that has been filmed for a while, and I don't know when it'll see the light of day. Robotics was a good cartoon series, somewhat underrated. I love how this just degenerated. No, not evolved into like a cartoon discussion. But that's cool. That's cool. Crasher was the black race car. It still doesn't sound right, but. G.I. Joe Mobat and Hiss on World of Tanks is super cool. Yeah, I saw that they had the G.I. Joe tanks on World of Tanks. And thanks for telling me that. Speaking of, I do have a Hiss tank, which is very dusty, but the little mini Hiss tank. dust it. One of those things that's always on the shelf and you just never play with it. Until you do, and then... And if you ever want to dust your toys, guys, toothbrush. It's a great way to get into the little nooks and crannies. Speaking of, I actually have to go through and dust my collection again. This collection and the one in the other room. And a few years ago I did that. I did lives during it so I could have conversations with you guys while I'm like cleaning my toy collection. So we could talk about the different pieces or whatever. Is that something that you guys would like? Is that something you guys would tune into? I would probably do it on the Captain Foley personal channel, honestly. But if that's something you guys would be into, I would definitely consider doing that again. They're usually long lives, a couple hours, and they're usually like multiple parts because I have so many. There's so many display pieces and toys. So, like I said, if that's something you guys would be interested in, let me know. And by all means, make sure you're subscribed to the Captain Foley personal channel for that, because I think I'd probably move that stuff over there because it's not really Star Trek related, although there's a lot of Star Trek stuff to clean. So it might be on the Trekyards. I don't know. It'll be on one of them. But it's something I need to do again because the collection's got quite dusty. I only dust it like once every year, sometimes more. It's been a while now. And so if you guys are interested in that. No, you don't want an electric toothbrush. I did check out your joke, Robert. It's funny. For dusting, check out a cosmetic makeup brush, super soft. Yeah, but sometimes too soft. Sometimes too soft to get into the little cracks and crevices. Toothbrushes are great. It's just, it's good. Captain, you were a Trek marathon man. I don't know how to respond to that. What does that mean exactly? Cartoons creating fictional roles is why I don't have my dream job, but one day Ghostbusters will be real. I'll be like, we got one. Captain Foley, what do you think of the Tesla? Tesla is fucking great. My buddy Mark Lawrence, who's one of the Federation presidents here on the channel, has one, and when we went to Vegas in 2019, we got to ride around his Tesla, and it was fantastic. I love it. I think they're so great. There are things I wish they would improve on, but I think overall, I mean, whew, okay, I describe it this way. The Camaro is a V8, okay, lots of power. So when you stomp on the Camaro, your head goes back, right? The Tesla, because it's instant torque and it's on every wheel, it just fucking flies. It could beat the Camaro, like it could beat any car out of the gate, pretty much. Because it's such instant power, instead of snapping your head back like the V8 does, it just, all of your internal organs just get pushed against your spine. You just get, it's like your whole body is just shoved back in the seat and you can't move. There's just G-force there. The Camaro's like, yeah, it's powerful. But the Tesla's like, holy Christ. So yeah, I love the Tesla. I think it's great. Captain, when does Lower Deck Season 2 start? It starts on Thursday, August 12th. So this week. Marathon man equals you are creative and like conversation. Yes, thank you to both things. I am creative most of the time. And I like conversation majority of the time. I'd like a word with Tesla's design team, though. That's funny. Let's see. Robert, I'll read your joke. What did Sabrina tell Harvey when he came to pick her up for their first date? I'll bewitch you in a moment. Get it? Bewitched? Feed Me Seymour says, seriously, I told my guidance counselor I wanted to be a Ghostbuster, a member of the X-Men, or become the new Cobra Commander. Said I needed a different type of counselor. Yeah. Cobra Commander, eh? You want to be the leader of a terrorist organization determined to rule the world. I don't know how to respond to that. Terry Montgomery says Lamborghini Countach is making a comeback. I certainly hope so. I've seen like the new reimagined look for it, but I've seen shit like that over the years before. I really wouldn't put much stock into that. It's kind of like a Star Trek 4 movie. Ooh, that'll happen. Who knows? I would love for it to come back. I think it'd be great. Not that I would buy one, but what's your opinion on Vegas Rio Star Trek Con this week? I'm excited for people that can go. I won't be able to attend this year, so. Test acceleration could be described as like being an F-18 launch from a catapult of a carrier. Change that to F-14, and I'll be with you. I know the F-18's lighter though, so I can see what you're saying, but like you wouldn't want to be Cobra Commander. I wouldn't. Always wear a mask or a hood. Slur my S's. Yeah, I wanted to be Duke. You know who I wanted to be? I wanted to be Mark from G-Force, Battle of the Planets. I want to be Mark. I liked Battle of the Planets so much when I was like 4 or 5. I wanted my parents to change my name to Mark because Mark was awesome. He was the leader of the team. He was voiced by Casey Kasem. Since then, I've learned that Gachimon, which I have the complete series now, and I'm actually watching right now, a lot more violent. No 7s Arc 7, and that's not their names. Mark is Ken. Princess is June. Tiny is Rio. Kiop is Jinpei. And Jason is Joe. I do like the Gachimon, but I really kind of miss Battle of the Planets, man. The opening was awesome. And I like 7's Arc 7. He was like the R2-D2. I'm an R2-D2 fan. I love R2-D2. So that's what they were trying to do with 7's Arc 7. They wanted a Star Wars-esque show. That's why there's so many adventures in space. Yes, Casey Kasem also voiced Cliffjumper, yes. But no, I like 7's Arc 7. I wish there was a toy of 7's Arc 7 I could get. I've got some Gachimon figures over the years, but I've never had a 7's Arc 7. I think that would be cool. And then Susan, his little love interest that he never sees, but she's got the sexiest little flashing lights and the sexiest voice ever. Susan. And a little dog that flew around with its tail. I forget the dog's name. But yeah, so there you go. I wanted to be leader of the G-Force team. Feed Me Seymour says, I mean, where does He-Man's clothes go? Same place Optimus Prime's trailer goes. The Phoenix, the first spaceship I ever loved. Fucking tell me about it, right? The Phoenix. Zoe is looking at me like I'm crazy. She should be used to this by now. Yeah, the Phoenix. I actually got the latest model kit, which I've done a review of on the Captain Foley personal channel. I need to build it still, but I do have the latest model kit, which is fantastic for the Phoenix. I love the Phoenix. We've covered the Phoenix on Trekyards. We've done a mission briefing on it. Love the Phoenix. It's such a great looking ship. I see your Captain's Kirk's chair. I have one from Where No Man Has Gone Before. Did you come across Picard in the Captain's chair? Yes. I have the Cage Captain's chair from Art Asylum. I have the production Kirk chair, the standard one. I have the one that lights up with Kirk. And then I have the Picard one as well from Diamond Select or Art Asylum. I'm not interested in Silverhawks, but Thundercats live action, I'm on board for. I love Thundercats. Furious Fawns asked, what are my thoughts on the new Masters of the Universe? I've already talked about that twice in this live stream, and I'm going to be doing a live stream about that specific thing on my Captain Foley personal channel at some point. I think it's great. I think the first episode was fantastic, hit out of the park, awesome. And we can't judge it yet because we're only 5 episodes in. There's still 5 to go. So like I said, we're at the Empire Strikes Back ending, where it's like, what the hell? So you can't judge it all until you've seen it all. So you gotta wait for the other 5 episodes before you can really make a judgment call on how good it is, or how bad it is. But yeah. Anyway, Ottawa John says, is the channel down? I can't see any videos except this and no playlist. No, the channel is not down at all. Have I seen the live action Star Blazers movie? No, but I just the other night watched the live action Gatchaman movie, which is all right. It's got some good elements to it, but it focuses too much on shit it shouldn't. I want a real G-Force or a real Gatchaman movie at some point, like from Hollywood. But anyway, we're gonna leave it there. So thank you guys. Last super chat slot if anybody's interested, and another $9 would be fantastic. I would like to continue talking to you more about cartoons and things, but I like to do these lives late at night as well, where we talk about that stuff as well. So if you can join me for those, please do. Actually, we have 90 likes. Can we get 10 more likes to get to 100 and $9 more? Because that would be fantastic. Keep in mind that I think it's Sergeant Montgomery. No, BJ Vincent has the last super chat slot right now. So if anybody wants to snipe for it, by all means, feel free. Like I said, $9 more and 9 more likes. I mean, now it's 8 more likes. That'd be fantastic to hit 100 likes during this live. I didn't think I would, but 8 more likes, guys. Hit that like button. Matt Portman throws in $10. The GoBots snipe. Damn it, Matt. Thank you so much, man. That is awesome. That hit that goal. It's so good. 8 more likes, though. Matt, can you give me 8 more likes? I don't think you can. Seven more like Cobra. La 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 la. I love the G.I. Joe movie. I love the beginning of that movie, the theme song, G.I. Joe. The epic fight around the Statue of Liberty. Fucking amazing. Then you get to stuff like that. Like Cobra. La 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 la. It's like, alright, but it's Burgess Meredith as Globulus. I mean, you can't go wrong, right? But yet they went wrong with the Cobra. La, 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 la. I don't know. It is what it is. $5 from Area 51. 80s cartoons were the best. Hell yeah. I hear people say 90s started and then 2000s, the odds. Just crap. I also never got into Power Rangers and stuff because it's just at that age where it's like, no, done. I don't understand the love for Power Rangers. I think they're remarkably silly and kind of stupid. And that's me saying that from somebody that likes Gatchaman, a team of 5 that wear bird suits. That says something. Your show is garbage. I don't want to insult any Power Ranger fans out there, but Power Rangers sucks. The 90s gave us Captain Planet, enough said. Oh man. 5 more likes, get to 100 if possible. I don't know if there's 5 people out there that haven't hit that like button, but if you are out there and you're one of those people, please hit the like button. It's a thumbs up thing. It looks like this. Woman I'm dating now is a stunt double for the Pink Ranger in one of the Power Rangers series. Ooh, Matt. You've been holding out on me. You didn't tell me that. That's cool. 90s also gave us the Powerpuff Girls. Exactly. That's what? Why? Good tea. Nice house. Throws in $5. Gone so soon. I just got here. Oh man, that's awful because this has been a great conversation. I would say go back and watch it, even if you can't catch it live. I would say go back and watch it because it's worth it. 3 more likes, guys. We're at 97 likes. If you just got here, Good Tea Nice House, and you haven't hit like yet, hit that like button. I want to hit 100 likes before I go. Sergeant Montgomery, $2. A Serpentor snipe. Oof. Serpentor snipe with his snake. Pulls the snake off his shoulder, straighten it, and right through Duke's heart. But Duke's just in a coma. It's all good. Because you know why? Optimus Prime screwed that up for everybody. Because Duke was supposed to die. Just saying. Most 80s cartoons are great, but 90s has its moments, but tapers off at the end. I would agree with this. And Donnie Pearson, yeah, I agree. The animated Batman, yeah, and that's 90s for sure, but that's a different... When you're talking Transformers, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, Mask, shit like that, and you compare it to Batman the Animated Series, they're 2 totally different creatures. 2 different forms of storytelling, 2 totally different forms of entertainment. Sebastian, aka Space Daddy, €5. What 80s cartoons would you like to see a live action film of? I already said it during this. I would love to see a live action Gatchaman or G-Force done well by Hollywood. I would also love to see a live action Thundercats. That would be cool. Honestly, a live action Mask would be awesome. Brave Star. Live action Brave Star would be really cool. Live action Gummy Bears. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the Gummy Bears. There, now you got that earworm. Ah. Ah. But yeah. 100 likes, awesome, and we hit both our goals, so thank you so much, guys. That's a good place to leave it. Thoughts on what would be a great live action animated series? Maybe I'll do a live talking about that soon, maybe one of these nights. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Keep your eyes on the notifications. Make sure the notification bell icon's clicked to all so you don't miss it. And please join me for that because I love these kind of conversations. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. Have yourselves a great day. This is Captain Foley signing off. Bye, guys.